The movie begins in a different reality in Los Angeles where humans live with orcs, elves, and fairies. Officer Daryl Ward is on duty with his partner, Nick Jacoby, the world's first orc cop. Jacoby is about to grab a burrito when an orc criminal emerges from a shop and fires a shotgun at Ward. Ward is finally ready to return to the police force. He is struggling to keep the home he lives with his wife, Sherry, and daughter, Sophia. Sophia hates her father's career as a cop because she fears he may be killed. They watch a video of Joe Rogan interviewing an orc as they discuss Jacoby's presence on the force. Jacoby is despised by the other orcs, who consider him a traitor. Ward dislikes having him as teammates because he accuses Jacoby for the shooting. Sherry then forces him outdoors to deal with a fairy that is destroying the bird feeder. Ward grabs a broom and kills the fairy. Ward and Jacoby ride together, and Ward openly blames Jacoby for the shooting incident. After driving through the luxurious Elftown area, they arrive at work, where a few bad cops, Pollard, Hicks, and Brown, insult Jacoby when he's not around. When Ward is assigned to patrol with Jacoby for the day, he complains to Sergeant Ching, but she ignores his complaints. Ward and Jacoby go downtown to check out a disturbance and meet with Sheriff Rodriguez. Serling, a crazy man, is swinging a sword and muttering nonsense. Serling surrenders and is apprehended after the officers draw their guns. Serling pukes in the back of the car on the drive back to the station before beginning to speak Orcish to Jacoby, telling him that he has a message from an organization called the Shield of Light, telling him to remember the old ways, that a prophecy has selected him, and that Ward is blessed. Ward is later approached by Captain Perez and two men, Yamahara and Arkashian, who force Ward to record Jacoby confessing that he let Ward's shooter escape. Candemir, an elf FBI agent, and his companion Montague are investigating Serling. The agents question Serling about two elf sisters, Layla and Tika. Serling is aware that Layla is a dark elf, a member of the Inferni clan, who wishes to restore the Dark Lord, an evil creature defeated 2,000 years ago by the Nine Armies. Layla and her henchmen want to resurrect him and use 3 magic wands to unleash evil on the earth. Layla is a bright, which means she can use a wand without it harming her. Montague claims they need to find Tika in order to put up a trap for Layla. On the night patrol, Ward attempts to convince Jacoby to confess to the incident when they are notified to an incident at a house on Abrams Street. They arrive and are shot at by an unknown assailant. After a shootout, the officers shoot and kill the attackers. They go inside the house and uncover dead victims, including some that look to have been burned alive. The officers find Tika. She is in possession of the wand. Ward calls Ching and the other cops in connection to the wand. They want the wand for themselves, and they tell Ward that he must kill Jacoby or he will die. Ward rushes outside to finish the job, but first he questions Jacoby at gunpoint about what really happened when he was shot. Jacoby confesses he let the shooter get away, but only because he lost him in the crowd. He assumed he had cornered the individual in an alley, but it was actually a young orc spray painting the side of a building. Knowing that the human officers would kill the boy right away, Jacoby let him escape via a fire escape. Moments after, Ching and the cops emerge from the building. Ward instantly spins around and shoots them all, leaving Pollard as the lone survivor. Jacoby attempts to capture Ward until he is confronted by a gang lead by wheelchair-bound Poison, who is aware of the wand and wishes to obtain it so that he can walk again. As the criminals begin to attack, Ward and Jacoby grab Tika and rush into their van. The cops drive away while the criminals follow them. The criminals shoot at them, but Ward and Jacoby manage to avoid most of them. They find a location to hide briefly before other criminals pursue them. One of them discovers the wand and attempts to seize it, but it causes him to explode and murder everyone around him. When Layla and her henchmen arrive at the Abrams house, they discover Pollard has died before Layla can finish her task. She then discovers another Inferni elf, Larica, who is attached to the walls. She tells Layla that Tika got away with the wand, then slices Larica's throat. The elves then come upon a family and kill them in order to learn more about the whereabouts of the wand. Candemir and Montague later discover the crime scene at the Abrams home, and Candemir realizes Layla has lost the wand, leaving her defenseless. Ward, Jacoby, and Tika go into a sleazy human and orc strip club. Poison and his companions track them down and threaten them with the wand once more. but Layla and her henchmen arrive and kill Poison and his band. Another gunfire takes place that causes all three to flee again. They go into a neighboring convenience store and find a place to hide. Ward and Jacoby talk about their relationship while treating to their wounds in the bathroom. Although Ward does not consider them friends, he does advise Jacoby that he should not want to be like him, despite Jacoby's previous statement that he wishes he were because he admires Ward's fearlessness. Rodriguez arrives at the shop after hearing of Ward's murders of the officers. He instructs Ward to handcuff Jacoby because everyone suspects him, and Jacoby happily gives in. Rodriguez is subsequently killed as the elves speed up and crash through the store, shooting at the cops. The group fights back, shooting at the elves before fleeing. A group of orc thugs from the Fog Teeth clan tracks down the trio. Ward mocks them, and they are beaten and taken to a church that serves as their hideout. The orcs lead them to Dorgu, their lord. He also wants the wand and mocks Jacoby for being unblooded, recognized as one of the other orcs. After the cops refuse to give up the wand, Dorgu orders their execution. The guards lead Ward and Jacoby to a pit, where Dorgu instructs his son Mikey to execute Jacoby. Mikey, on the other hand, cannot bring himself to do so because he is the young orc that Jacoby allowed to go. Dorgu lets Mikey go home, then shoots Jacoby and lets his body fall into the pit. Tika then takes out the wand and uses it to resuscitate Jacoby and lift his body up. The other orcs are taken aback and kneel before Jacoby, believing him to be the one the prophecy spoke of. The three then leave. Tika then speaks English for the first time, knowing that she can rely on Ward and Jacoby. She reveals that she grabbed the wand since she knew Layla planned to resurrect the Dark Lord and had dispatched MReca to assassinate her, but Tika took it herself. The use of the wand has taken its toll on her, and it is starting to kill her. She assures them that if they take her to the Abrams pool, the Shield of Light will help them. Ward and Jacoby return Layla to the house. Layla and the other Dark Elves arrive and begin fighting the cops. Ward and Jacoby successfully kill the elves, and Jacoby seems to shoot Layla to death. They then take Tika to a pool beneath a tree, and Layla comes alive. When she reaches for the wand, Ward grabs it himself. It begins to shine, and he does not explode, indicating he is a bright. Tika gives Ward a war phrase to cast a spell, which Ward repeats, causing the wand to annihilate Layla. Outside, policemen arrive just in time to witness the explosion. Ward and Jacoby seek for Tika, but she's gone. Candemir and Montague approach cops when they are in hospital. Although Jacoby tries to explain everything, Ward denies the existence of a wand and claims that the corrupt officers were killed by gangsters. In the final scene, Ward and Jacoby receive recognition for their heroism. Pollard, Brown, Hicks, and Ching are also recognized alongside Rodriguez, which Ward despised. Jacoby advises him to let it go because at least they know the truth. Sherry and Sophia are there to support Ward, and he and Jacoby see Tika going through the crowd and smiling at them.